Busy Bee from the Lower E back at
Oh
it
my
again,
God.
baby. You already
Oh my
know.
God.
You already know. We're back.
All right.
Welcome to our channel.
This is my channel.
Welcome to my channel.
This is my channel.
My channel.
This is my channel. Anyway, hi. It's Dash.
And Bria.
And we are going to recap our 7 days
upon the MSC
Seascape. This video is going to be a little bit different in format from the previous videos where we did walkthroughs of the port and some walking on board and some drinking.
And some drinking.
And some more drinking. Because I got lax in the last few days of recording some of our content of the days. Went to Cozumel, Mexico. We had 1 day at sea where we went to the pool, drank. Baby Dash had a fall.
He is okay.
He is okay. We hope.
We think so.
He's fine. We had the day at sea.
Yes, we did. Swam in the pool.
We saw a shark in the water, but it wasn't like an aggressive shark. It was a lemon shark.
Oh, I thought you meant when we were at sea.
Oh, no, not at sea. Sorry. Skipping ahead. Because we went to Ocean Cay, which was beautiful. It was amazing.
The private island was really nice.
It was a very beautiful island.
Where we were was beautiful.
It was. And, fun fact about MSC's private island, it used to be a trash deposit, which the MSC Foundation cleaned up and turned into a beautiful private island. But, back to things on topic. Alright, overall experience on board the MSC Seascape. How did it make you feel?
I have mixed emotions.
And so, with that being said, this video, realistically, this is going to be talking about some stuff that we really enjoyed aboard the MSC Seascape, and also things that we really could have lived without. So, I think the easiest way to get into this conversation is always with the positive, because it's never a me thing or a you thing. I don't ever want it to seem like it's you, it's me. But it could have just been MSC. But let's start with the positives that we enjoyed aboard the MSC Seascape.
The ship was beautiful. The Swarovski crystal staircase was fancy schmancy.
It was a very beautiful ship.
I liked the food. I kept hearing people saying the food wasn't that great. I didn't think it was bad at all. The food was good.
Next thing about food is there was a very nice separation for the kids' food. They had food for children under 12 months, and then they also had kids' foods above 12 months, which gave Baby Dash a very good selection of things he got to eat on the board. And let me tell you, he ate
a whole steak,
whole baked chicken,
a whole chicken,
everything he can get his hands on.
A whole bowl of pasta.
There was just one night that I did not like the selection of things that were given. But
I picked it. I got him fish.
And broccoli.
He stunk.
It smelled so bad together, but he enjoyed the food, so that's all that mattered.
Food was good.
Food, positive. We did not do any of the specialty dining on board. This was all the complimentary food. I feel like where we've seen people's reviews and stuff like that, where they talk about the selection of food, they also do specialty dining. In which case, that experience may be different. Next, pro of wristbands. And I wish I had my wristband. I can't stress it enough. We love good pricing and we love good utility.
We love wristbands. The
wristbands are great. I think everywhere that gives you an option to have a room card should have a wristband option. An extra cost, instead of having to keep something in your pocket or your wallet, you can just have your wristband to tap for drinks, to tap for your room door, to tap for anything else that you would pay. Any charges, anything that you would use your room key to do in a resort, on a boat, the wristband does it. The pricing is amazing. I don't know how they turn a profit when one wristband is $10, but you can buy 4 for $20.
I would have just bought $4 for them just to have them.
Just to have them. You know? Great pricing. And that brings us to the next point. The pricing of the cruise.
It was good pricing. Very good pricing.
We got included Wi-Fi. We got included drinks. But we'll get back to drinks in a little bit.
I would say a little less, about three.
About $3,000 for both of us. On some cruise lines, and we're trying not to compare cruise lines and stuff like that, you wouldn't even really get that much for $3,000. So I think the pricing is very affordable, but that does come with the territory. Also, very great pricing on the photo package.
Let me tell you guys that I got the photo package before we boarded the ship for $140, and it was all the photos that we took around the ship where they had photo stations set up. It could have also been photos that you took when you docked. We actually didn't take any docked port photos, but all those photos were included for $140. When we got on the ship, the day we got on the ship, it was $160, and then like the day after that and any time after that was $200 for all the photos. So I ordered it in advance. We got the photo package. We got a bunch of beautiful photos. Insert photos here.
We took a lot of photos, so I don't know if I can fit them in, but I'll try to
insert a couple. I think it was worth it. Each photo before the photo package, a printed photo was about $23, $24 each photo. So we got all our photos digital for $140, 10 out of 10.
And I'll get back to this point as well, maybe in the cons too, but that's for a completely separate reason. Baby Dash had the ability to have an activity of stuff to do during the day on his own in the certified, what was it, kid room.
Baby room. It was cool. They had like different rooms for
by
different ages. So they had a baby room for Dash. It was an infant room. He could have crawled all over the floor. We didn't utilize it, but they had the space for him because every time we went to go take him, he was sleeping.
I think that even with that, there was its own kids like swimming area, and
that was really cool.
The kids pool, honestly, I think was better than the adults pool. Like they had a bunch of stuff they could have did. I wish I was a kid and been on board because it looked that fun. Did Baby Dash get to utilize it?
Once. He did not like it. But he's a baby, and it's a kid area for bigger kids, so they were running and splashing and throwing water, and he doesn't appreciate the throwing and running and splashing of water in his face.
Not yet.
So he preferred the other pools.
Other pros of the trip.
The gelato was tasty, and the ice cream was good too. You didn't get any, but you can take my word on it. It was good. To the cons. I want to give a disclaimer. We had a fantastic time. We had a great time with the people that we traveled with. The islands that we went to were beautiful. We got to swim with a lemon shark by accident. It was great. It was fabulous. But there were some cons of things that I think that MSC could work on, could tweak on, could be a little better at. They are new to the cruise line game, so I want to give them some grace in their learning. Well, let's jump into the cons.
I think the first thing that we encountered on board, or at least things that I noticed while we were on board, was there wasn't a consistently followed policy towards the majority of the things on board. And I have a few different examples of things that I mean for this, but I guess we'll start off with, we noticed when we got on the boat when we get to eat, the hand washing station.
Yes. I am used to, on more than one cruise line, you go into the buffet area, washy, and you're washing your hands before you get into the food area. On our ship, they had a hand washing station on both ends. There was nobody there to ask you to wash your hands or to sanitize your hands. There was nobody to greet you. You kind of were just at your kind of will to go in and wash your hands. So as something that we're familiar with doing, we went in, we washed our hands, and we noticed like nobody else was washing their hands. And then everybody was just walking in at the buffet, grabbing food, and so that was an ick. Definitely an ick.
And I feel like in the dining area in general, or at least across the cruise boat itself, the servers, or where you went anywhere. Like, this leads into one of the next points, like with the drink package. If you spoke to one person, or you went to one particular bar during the day, you would ask about the policy and what's included. Because at MSC, there's about 3 or 4 drink package options. If you get the one that's under the promotion that we got, it's the Drink Easy package. Which
is anything $10 and under.
But there's no pricing for the drinks at certain bars. So if you ask, hey, I'm drinking straight, at one bar you can get something at that $10 mark. If you're at a different bar, they'll say, hey, this one's not included. So it felt like the crew was still learning the procedures. This had to do with like on the pool as well. We would take the baby to the pool. On the website, it says that babies that wear diapers can't be in the pool. So we were anticipating Baby Dash couldn't get in the pool. They said, when we got on board, they said, he can get in the pool, he just can't wear a diaper. So we had swim diapers for him to actually get in the pool with.
So I asked and I said, so he can get in the pool? I asked several times. He said, yeah, he just can't wear a diaper. So I just used his reusable swim diaper and put that on him, and he was able to get in the pool. We definitely let him get in the pool with us because they said it was okay. But they would let babies in the pool with no diaper, but you weren't allowed to bring drinks inside the water.
Implementation of weird policies that doesn't make sense. To continue on with the point of inconsistent policies, disembarking the ship. Wherever your room is on board, we were on deck 9. And for deck 9, up into a certain number of rooms, it said that you were in this disembarkation group. But there was also a separate disembarkation group if you had medical accessibility issues or you were traveling with an infant. Which now we're in 2 different groups. But then there's a third group disembarking all the way at the bottom of the group pages. So I think it was like group 10,
5.
Group 5. It was group 5, group 10, and then group like 28. And our room was in the 900s for the 9th deck. So we should have been group 10, but our ticket said like 20 something. And so we go and we ask, hi, we meet the criteria for group 10, for group 5, group 10, and group 24. Which group are we a part of? We asked the first person.
He then just didn't know.
It says whatever's on the stick. We're like, cool. So it says 24. But we're like, also, we have an infant. We need to be able to get downstairs. We asked another person, hi, which group are we supposed to put up? Oh, go over there now because you have an infant. We get there, there's no one there.
It's not even open.
So we finally asked one of I don't want to miss what her role on the boat was. We spoke with her. She was directing the line off the boat, and she was like, "No, you guys should be fine to just get off whenever you want to. It's kind of like a free roam type of thing. But if you wanted to follow the grouping, it would be that group." So we get off the boat, and so we get off the boat, and we look down at the sticker, and what the stickers actually represented, which was the 24, was where your suitcases were, not what group you were. Now, going to several different people, you would think that like they have this policy set up, so they should be able to speak to it, but they couldn't, and that was kind of like the majority of things on board. And where they had policies in place, I feel like because they're a newer brand, they didn't want to enforce on them to probably get better reviews, in my opinion. Because it's easier to just like, hey, let people have fun, and then once the company gets big enough, then start hitting home on more policies and stuff like that. So that was that on policies. But back to the pools. Pools were a con. Super con for me. I don't know if so.
I liked the pools.
But we talked about you not liking the pools. That's why I put it on the list.
I didn't like the pools.
I'll tell you why the pools were a con for me. The theming for the pools were amazing. I think that they were very beautiful, and the theming on board was amazing. But when you go to a pool, usually pool gradually gets deeper. MSC's pool,
or it's a height that you can stand in comfortably.
So there were a few pools on board. There's the one on wherever the top deck was, had the big jumbotron. It had the robototron roller coaster or amusement ride or something like that. That pool has an area where you can stand in. And then once you walk about 10 feet over in the pool, there's a drop off to the 6.5 foot region. So like you step and you drop into the water, essentially, unless you're treading already. Cool. If you go to the pool that's on the jungle floor on deck 15,
6.5 feet.
It's 6.5 feet all the way down. There's no place where you stand. That one was literally just like the deck around the pool and then 6 feet in. So like I like chilling in the pool. I'm a pool lounger. So I like to just, be able to stand in the pool, enjoy the water, and be comfortable.
Yes. I
don't have to tread water the entire time. And let alone, I'm 6'1". You can see me for scale. My feet also didn't touch the ground. So like I just kind of like chilled on the edge. You know what I mean? But the pool areas themselves, I felt like they had a lot of speakers on board for announcements, stuff like that when they needed to make announcements.
No music.
No music on the pool areas. There could have been more entertainment on board.
There could have been better entertainment on board, okay?
I felt like with the amount of speakers and stuff that were on the boat, there could have been announcements to say, hey, this activity is going on right now. Or there could have been more things to say, hey, this is going on board. once you get on board, you had no idea what was going on.
There could
Unless
have
you
been
had
more.
the app open on your phone.
And even then, I feel like there could have been more entertainment available, period. And the entertainment could have been better. Full transparency. I don't know if we're jumping into the next subject, but I'm jumping on in. The entertainment was no bueno. Okay? It's no bueno.
There were a few good shows.
The
that I
comedian was
enjoyed.
hilarious.
Shout out to Kente Scott. Hilarious.
He was funny. The actual shows, the MSC shows, to me felt like we were parents going to our kids' like middle school play.
That's harsh.
That's how I felt. It felt like the performances, like we were watching our kids like perform. It just wasn't. It wasn't my cup of tea. I won't yuck your yum, but it definitely wasn't for us.
I'm along the same like train of thought where I feel like the live performances could have been a bit better. I know that, like I said, it's a newer brand. You know, they're still sourcing talent and stuff like
May
that.
not be in their budget.
I just think that there just need to be a little bit more cohesiveness to the shows.
They felt repetitive, even though they were different.
It did feel like when you went and saw the live performances, it felt like it was the same show kind of shuffled. Because a lot of the songs were the same, a lot of the dance numbers were the same. But with that said, better entertainment on board. The bars were nice. Bars are great, except for when you didn't get very clear direction or you had to wait 45 minutes to get a drink. Service could have been a little bit better, and some of the service will go out of their way to not serve you. Did notice that on board. Also, next, and probably the biggest con on board the MSC Seascape, the elevators.
Oh my gosh.
Terrible elevators.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
It's a great idea in theory.
If you had more elevators.
There's 2 sets of elevators. But the problem with the elevator system is there's a panel for you to press what floor you would like to get off on. And it will tell you what elevator you're supposed to get on and how long the anticipated wait is. When I tell you that there was only one time that we waited less than 30 seconds for an elevator to come, it was the first thing in the morning going to breakfast, the last day of the cruise. Every other one, there was at least 4 to 5 minutes of waiting.
We couldn't take the stairs because we had the
Baby in the stroller, so
6-minute wait, 3-minute wait, 4-minute wait, and sometimes when the elevator came, you couldn't even get on it. There was already so many people heading onto whatever floor they were going to. You had to wait again because you did not fit on that elevator.
So, MSC, I don't know how, what the budget's looking like to redo that system or the algorithm to get elevators to spawn faster, but definitely that part, and as well as the accessibilities for handicapped people on board, let's make those a little bit better too. Because even if you're traveling with infant, for people in wheelchairs, for people who have walkers and stuff like that, they need accessibility towards elevators. So, let's work on that part.
I want to jump in with a con that I don't think anybody noticed, maybe except me. I don't know what kind of water they were using for the ship in regards to the showering, but I've never had my hair feel more dry and like hard to tame and detangle every time I wash my hair. It just, my roll clip, I look at any of the clips on the cruise of my hair when it was combed, I just couldn't manage it, and I think it was whatever kind of water was too harsh for me or for my hair, and so I wasn't taking that.
I can't say anything. I don't have much hair. You know what I mean? I don't know. So now it's kind of like the Q&A portion of the video. Kind of just getting some of the questions that you guys asked us while we were in the process of uploading this series of videos. So thank you, first of all, for watching. If you haven't, drop a like on this one, because we really thought hard about these points that we're getting to right here. We're trying to give you the best nitty-gritty breakdown of traveling on the MSC Seascape. So give it a like, and maybe a comment. Share it with a friend.
Share it with your family.
And press that subscribe button if you want to see us do more stuff, man.
Yeah.
Subscribe and turn that notification bell on.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
But do it because you want to, not because we're telling you to. Alright, we're going to get into some questions that you guys asked. Alright, questions that you guys had. What was the experience like traveling with our infant? I thought it was great.
I had a great time.
I think that Baby Dash held it down the majority of the trip. He had his days where he was a little bit cranky and not wanting to do much and stuff like that, but he's a baby. But there was plenty of stuff for him to do, plenty of stuff for him to eat. He got to be with all of his family out of the country. He got to see a lot of cool things, and I think that was...
He ate a lot of sand.
The best thing you can get when you're not even a year old. He got more stamps on his passport than majority people I know.
I think it was great. I think he had a good time. I think that we did have to bring a lot of stuff.
Yes.
A lot of extra stuff. Our suitcases were like at their max. With that being said, let us know if you want a different video of the things that we packed for him, because we can do that as well. There were some really fun things that we packed for him that like worked out really cool. We had a really good time. 10 out of 10, travel with your baby. Travel while they're a baby because they're free.
Yes. Do that.
All you had to pay was the port fees. And my good sir ate his weight in steak.
Oh, yes, he did.
So.
Yes, he did. That, eggs, bread.
Croissant.
Croissants. Next question. What were things and items that made it easier?
Mommy hook.
I gotta say this to the camera, man. Yo, whoever was on the MSC Seascape, whoever took our mommy hook for all for our suitcases and we put them out, I hope you have a blessed life, man.
I hope you enjoy it as much as we do.
Because it was a game changer. I'm talking, I was transporting 4 suitcases and bags. 2 hands.
Mommy hook.
Mommy hook.
Also the bog bag.
Yes. I don't know if we got any videos or pictures of it. Great investment for being out on the beach. Shout out to Bog. Shout out to them, man.
Compact stroller.
Yeah, compact stroller. See, nope. Need some of that. Compact stroller, man.
We got a small stroller that closes up small.
Like a backpack.
And is lightweight, which made traveling
way easier. So, shout out to Kalugo. If you want to sponsor this video,
you want to sponsor us, Kalugo, you're getting all of our money.
Anyway, what else made it easier traveling?
I'm going to go with the MSC wristbands. Made it easier to walk out of the room. We didn't need to worry about finding our cards.
You didn't have to carry a bag. Nothing. I'm telling man, get you a wristband. If you get on these cruise boats, you go to a resort, you go anywhere, a hotel, and they got a wristband, bro. Get you a wristband, bro. I'm telling you. What was there on board for the baby to do? I feel like we already answered this, but there was plenty of kids areas and activities for him to do. Just being around the people on board, people took notice of the baby. People love babies, man. So people keep you entertained. Dash
went into the pool a lot. He napped on the beach chairs, and he ate a lot at the buffet. He loved sitting in the high chair and eating all the different things. Brought him toys, so he played with his toys in the stroller, or he went, in hand with his aunts and his uncles and his cousins and everyone. So he had a great time. He played in the sand a lot, and he really enjoyed those things. So there was tons of things for lots of kids to do, but Dash enjoyed the pool and playing with his toys with his family and trying juice.
And I guess that brings us to the final question that you guys have. Would we recommend it?
I would. Yes.
I would definitely recommend
it. Yes and no. If you find a good deal, Wi-Fi's included, drinks are included, then I say do it. We went with a bigger party and we had a good time. Service aside from some of our cons, we had a great time.
But that's just them, getting used to
their feet wet.
Cruising the seas and having more people on board. I think if people keep making constructive videos and giving feedback, if you're cruising, always do your feedback thing. The optional feedback that they send you via email. Give the survey, because they do take notice of those things and they try to make changes. Because from when we watched reviews of the video versus when we got on board, many of the things that people said that they put in their feedback, MSC took note of and tried to implement changes for. So give your honest opinion to them. And remember, people are human too. People make mistakes.
People have their days.
But also, if you're a paying customer, you should get the experience that you want. So always advocate for yourself and give companies the feedback that they need to be able to better cater to you as a person and other people like you. You know what I mean? With that being said, I think we may just wrap it here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you enjoyed this video,
or if you didn't, like and subscribe.
For sure.
It's Bria though.
It's Dash though. Bye.